You are listening to the Soul Curators podcast, where we get into the funk and soul of things. It's all about good conversations about music. So come join us.
Welcome back. It's the Soul Curators podcast. We are back, y'all, with another amazing episode for season. We on 4, right? Season 4? I got to keep checking. What's happening, y'all? Welcome back. Thank you for everybody who pulling up with us. It's your man, Mr. Goodbar here, representing H-Town right now. And I am here in great company with the family here. We got the lady of the crew, the one and only Miss Christina Curates. What's happening, sis?
Hey, fellas. What's going on with you guys this evening?
Yo, we won 2 in a row. You see that, right?
Yeah. You know, let me just say this real quick. Homecoming. Some of the students booed the football team.
What?
So they're saying this is in retaliation. Now, should they have booed? No, but maybe this is the reason for them to do what they're doing. So we'll see. We'll see how long the streak lasts.
Yo, I thought about you when I saw the score. I was in the middle of doing something. I was like, I got to message Christine. I know she's like, thank God. Yes. Shout out to the FAMU Rattlers. Shout out to Tallahassee. We love you. My brother Soops Kitchen. What's good?
What's going on?
I see you with your LB hoodie on right there. That is one of the most comfortable hoodies I've ever owned.
It is.
Is that the one that you got when we were in North Carolina?
Yep, this is the one we got at the Made in Durham Festival.
That's what's up. That's what's
up.
It's
a champion hoodie, so like I made sure I made my merch champion too, because I was like, oh, this is so comfortable. It's like
it's like a hug.
So I was like, yeah, let me make sure my merch is champion too.
That's what's happening. That's what's happening. Good to see everybody. Soops, I have got to know. I'm super jealous of you right now. You got a chance to pull up to the LB show. Can you please give the listeners, give us a breakdown of how it went, what you experienced, just how it went, because we living through you right now.
It was an amazing experience. It was curtain call. Lil Brother's last show was in Raleigh, and Raleigh, and it was something that I really can't put into words. Like me and my son got to go and do this thing, and that was an amazing experience in itself. And just seeing his face light up when they hit the stage, and that was his first time seeing them on stage, and just experiencing that and listening to the stories that they were telling and everything. And then, and just having that moment with my son was just incredible. But then the other part of it was being able to stand next to Nicolay. Nicolay came through, and it was this crazy feeling, because it was like, I wasn't expecting Nicolay. I wasn't expecting to see anybody. I was just happy to be at the concert. But then, I'm talking to a couple of people on the side of us and telling them, I'm from the Soul Curators, and we interviewed damn near all the foreign exchange. The only person we haven't done it yet is Fonte, and we just did Zoe, we did Nicolay and everybody, and they was like, oh wow, that's dope, that's really cool. But I didn't think they believed me that we did these interviews. And so we're talking and everything, and then they go in and they download the Soul Curator stuff, Apple Podcasts, and they doing all of that. And then out of the blue, here comes Nicolay, and his girl comes through. Like they're walking through, and Nicolay sees me, and he locks eyes. He said, "Soops," gives me a big hug, and then I was like, "Hey man, like Nicolay, like that's what's up." And I was like, "Yo, my son is here." He gives Anthony a big old hug, and then his girlfriend. He's like, everybody's just all joyful and like we know each other, and then people are looking at me like, oh, he wasn't bullshitting. Like, yeah.
Right.
So I was like, man, that was cool. But just the whole experience of being able to stand next to him and just see his emotions, hearing his music on stage for like the last time that little brother was going to perform, and just seeing his reaction to it, and just all of the love that he was receiving. And it was just like, yo, I really hope you feeling your flowers. And he was like, yeah. And one moment that we got, it was like, we talked about being humble and everything, and I was like, you're one of the most humblest person I've come across. It was like, is there a moment where you feel today, like in this concert, do you feel today like you the man? Like, do you feel that? And he was like, He's like, actually, today I do kind of feel it. He was like, I kind of feel it, and that was really cool. It was like, man, like just being able to see all of these people get their flowers and just, it was really dope. And the concert was just on 10. Like that was an incredible performance. Now, I will say that other cities like Atlanta, they said it was a little bit more amped in Atlanta than it was at home. So. You know, but either way, that was like the best performance I've seen, and it was cool. And they had an after party, and you know, I think Pooh went and DJ, and Fonte went home.
Of course.
So it was cool. It was a great experience.
That's dope. That's real dope.
I'm glad I was able to catch them. This was before COVID when they was in Atlanta. It was an amazing show. So I can imagine with the May the Lord Watch, you know, adding that to their catalog. And it, you know, surreal for that to really be their last show. That was dope that you were able to take your son and to see it. So glad you did go. That was cool.
I am too. I'm really bittersweet. It's bittersweet that I didn't get to. I'm not gonna make it to the curtain call. I was planning on trying to go to. I really wanted to go to the one in I think it was in Portland or something like that, because I've never been there. I've never been there, and so I was like, I can kill two birds with one stone. And things happened. I wasn't able to go. But number one, I'm glad Soops you were there to represent not only for yourself and for your brand, but also for the Soul Curators and for the MPN network. You being present means a lot. So you know we living through you. So I'm glad you were there and you got to experience it and get the love you deserve as well. And then also, I'm finding solace in the last time I'm going to see Little Brother on stage. I saw it with y'all. I'm so good with that. I'm good with that. I really am. So, shout out to LB, shout out to the whole Foreign Exchange, shout out to Nicolay, and shout out to everybody who shouted out who Soops met at the show. Appreciate y'all checking in with us and checking in. I expect you guys to run back the last 3 seasons of this podcast. You can catch all of the fire that we have been putting out on the MPN network and all the artists that Soops told y'all we talked to. He ain't lie.
Carletta, D-Brock. Carletta said what's up too. Like she said what's up to y'all. That's yeah.
Yo.
Carlita.
He gonna butcher. He gonna call her what he wants.
Carlita. I keep saying Carletta. I thought it was Carletta.
It's Lita.
It's Carlita?
Yeah.
Man, I'm so sorry. Carlita. I'm so sorry.
So I just saw, and we can divert somewhere else, but I just saw where Fonte is performing with some other people in Miami this weekend.
Oh, he's DJing.
He's DJing.
Oh, he's DJing. Fonte is DJing.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was performing. Okay, cool.
No, he's actually they're starting their second careers now.
Yeah.
Is this his debut? I wonder.
Nah, he's DJ'd before, but I think this is like the first time he's like on a bill. Like he's his name as a DJ is on a bill, but he's DJ'd a couple of places before out of the note, out of the blue.
Yeah. That's dope. That's really dope. I'm glad to see them going into their, like you said, so it's their second phase, with intention. And that, they always said they wanted to kind of step away from being in the forefront of things after a while and just live into being the music from a civilian point of view. So it's really dope. We got a chance to connect with them, and you got to see them at the last curtain call. Man, I'm really sick I didn't go, but I'm glad you were there. And Shorty enjoyed himself, and most importantly.
Oh yeah. It was great. Again, being able to do it with my son was that more than anything made it special. So the first time I saw Little Brother was with y'all, and then the last time I get to see Little Brother is with my son. So it's just Little Brother is just a special. They have a special part of history with me. So it's like, Little Brother is the reason why we were able to meet. And then Little Brother is the reason why I was able to take my son to a concert. So like it's, I can't ask anything else from Little Brother. Like they did enough for me.
And please know how you do.
So again, as I was able to talk to Nicolay, I had a really good discussion with Nicolay about that too. And I've learned a whole lot, because being able to see that in person, oh yeah. I'm sorry. All of the artists that I've asked, like, why y'all not doing? I'm so sorry. Dwele, my sincerest apologies.
What?
Hey man, I'm sorry.
You heard it here first. This is has to be an excerpt that we cut.
My apologies, sir. Dwele, I would like to send my sincerest apologies for asking you about where's the music multiple occasions, and I was just like, I would hope you accept my apology. Seeing that shit firsthand, hey man, I don't know how they entertainers do it. Like that.
Wow.
That is something that I just don't understand. Like,
and so, and Nicolay is probably the I guess most. I won't call him the most chill, but you hear Zoe talk about all this and how they ask about those redos, and he's like, "Ain't about doing that shit no more." Year and year. So I'm glad you finally coming to a.
Hey, Christina, you know what that is?
Cases, people just running up to him like, "When the next foreign exchange coming?" And I'm like,
Christina,
or like, when you gonna start making hip hop beats again? Like,
what?
What?
Yeah. So I'm like, yo, all right, man. All right. So I would like to apologize. My sincerest apologies to any artist that I have may have tweeted, social media, asked about. You will never hear that from me again. So I learned my lesson. I'm sorry.
Oh, we got to clip this up, Mr. LP. We got to clip this up. Hey, Christina, you know what that is? You know what that is? That's growth. It's growth.
So proud of you, little bro. I'm so proud of you.
And you know what? I'm gonna follow Soops. I'm gonna do exactly. I'm gonna follow your lead. I'm gonna chill on that. I'm gonna make the commitment right along with you. I really do. Yeah. There's something about, it's moments like what you experience with Little Brother, and like what we all have experienced with Little Brother when we go to shows like that make, it's very important, especially with the way climate is right now. We're all still kind of reeling from the most recent news that that we didn't really get a chance to cover. And I think this is a great time for us to talk about how that whole thing went down when we found out the unfortunate news about D'Angelo, which is that it's things like that make shows like what you just went to with your son and what we did and other shows that we've attended are important, because you never know when we're going to get another chance to see these artists. And I think about that when D'Angelo passed. Like, I've never seen him live. Never.
Me either.
And I made the mistake of skipping on a show he did in Houston. Oh, he'll be back. That nigga disappeared. And now, that's gone. So, I wanted to open it up to you guys and kind of give your perspective about that moment when we found out, like, after we had just recorded an amazing episode. And that last episode we did, I had so much fun. We laughed and joked. But then the next day, it was crazy. What do you guys, how do you guys think about how that went? What was your recollection of that crazy day?
So, it's not too often that you have an artist or anybody that you really don't know personally to touch you and to like really make you feel like, damn, we losing one of our own. And when I say one of our own, I mean someone who is in our generation, who I can remember when he first came out, and he just it was groundbreaking. We may not have known it at the time, but we knew, okay, this is different from the R&B that we listened to. So it was sad. It was very sad. I was touched in that moment, and just seeing the different tributes and seeing, like I said, our age group folks really like feel some kind of way about it. And also knowing that his son, which he has more than one child, but just his son alone lost his mom and his dad within months of each other. Right. It's like really, really touching. So it was, like I said, I think I haven't felt like that since that I can remember. Maybe Michael Jackson, I was touched. I mean, I'm sure there's been someone in between then and now, but D'Angelo, I mean, one of the Soul Aquarians look on. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
What about you, Soops?
No, same. It's like just, it's just one of them things of like, I never got to see him in person. I was late to Voodoo. I was on time with Brown Sugar, but I was late to Voodoo because Brown Sugar was life-changing to me. And I was just like, oh, this is something I've never heard before. These beats are amazing. And as a young kid, I just want to hear bass. Like, I want to hear this beat. And I wasn't getting that with Voodoo. I was just like, I don't know. And then you open up the credits and you see a chicken and, it's just... for me, I was just like, this ain't my thing. Like, I think this on some weird stuff. And then when I became an adult, I was like, oh, this is the greatest thing I've ever heard. And so it was like an artist made something that I was able to go back to and enjoy for the first time, and he changed my ears. He changed how I view music. He changed how I received it. And then he just, I don't know, it was just different. Like, D'Angelo was different. He was himself. It wasn't like, I didn't feel like, he was doing things to please people or make music to please people. He made music when he was ready to make music, and we was going to enjoy it. And, when the Messiah joint came out and people were upset, like, oh, this isn't what I was expecting. I'm like, enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Like, enjoy it. Even though I didn't understand what he was saying. Some of them songs I didn't understand. Another Life. In the beginning, I thought he said something about a condom. I was like, okay. I thought he said something like condom free or something. And I was like, oh, okay. All right, cool. But I'm just going along with the vibe. But I knew the music that he was making was from the heart, and it was timeless, and it is timeless. And it's just it affected me. Like, I actually shed a tear on that one because I'm like, that man died, and we didn't know he was sick, and we were expecting him to make music, and we were asking, when are you gonna come back out? When are you gonna do this? When are you gonna do this? And this man was suffering, and we didn't know it, and it was like. And we're not supposed to know everything about artists. I truly understand that. But I just feel bad that people wanted more from him. He's already given his all. He's already given us a lot. But people wanted more and more and more. And he was sick. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I felt bad. And that, again, what makes me go back to the whole conversation I had and started realizing, like, as a fan, we have to look at these people as humans. And I don't think a lot of people looked at D'Angelo and others, even Andre and a lot of people, they don't look at people as humans. And I think that's the biggest thing that I got from this is just looking at artists as humans and then just go and moving forward with that.
Christina has been the champion of that. Every time I think about that, I think about you, because you've said that from day one. And every day something happens to just kind of solidify your point about looking at artists as humans and giving them the space and to live. And that has changed my perspective on so many things. So I'm glad you've been a champion of that. And we've all kind of adapted your philosophy on that. Shout out to Mr. Al Pete. He's still processing, you know what I'm saying? And it's a lot. And I have to echo his sentiment. I feel the same way. Circling back to that day, I was still on a high. Let me go back before then. Before we recorded last episode, I think the very day before that, I was at the record store. The week before I was there, and I was grabbing some things, and then I saw Michael Jackson Off the Wall. But my budget was like, I got to pick this or pick that. So I was like, I'm going to go back next week and get Off the Wall, right? So I do that. I go back, I get Off the Wall, and while I'm thumbing through, I see the D'Angelo and the Vanguard album, The Black Messiah. I was like, it was like 47. I was like, I'm going to come back and get it. Because it's going to be there in my mind. I'll find it again. I'll be right back next week. I'm going to get it. We record the episode. We have an amazing time. I'm still on a high from that. We did a couple of post-production text messages, and then I see the text message, and the news came across, and I was like, oh, hell no. And I mean, like, I was in the middle of work, and I think what made that news worse is because I was surrounded by a bunch of people who are not music lovers like we are.
Yeah.
And that was definitely the moment where I needed community because nobody knew. Unfortunately, I found out that there's so many people in their 30s or even in their 40s who have no idea who he is.
Yeah.
I talked to one person and they said, "Oh, Angie Stone's baby daddy." I was like, "Wow, that's what he is." Who like? So I had to keep.
At least they knew.
At least I gave, but that was the only person that knew anything about him. And I'm like, I'm like, this is why we need the Soul Curators podcast. We have to be part of the change to keep people abreast of what's going on and cognizant of what's popping, because for a whole generation to not know who D'Angelo is, like after the text message, I went to lunch and I was still kind of messed up about it. And I went to grab me some lunch and it was a young black lady, taking my order. And I was like, "Yo, do you know who D'Angelo is?" She was like, "No." I was so disappointed because I didn't have the energy to kind of have a conversation. And I had nobody to talk to about it. You know what I'm saying? I needed people to be like, "Yo," to commiserate with me. And I was completely checked out. I didn't realize, like to Soup's point, I didn't realize it was going to affect me like that. But as I think about it, D'Angelo, like with so many other people, he was so instrumental in like time periods in my life. Every time his album dropped, it was a different phase of my life that I was in, and it was just kind of it was holding to me. I can remember where I was when these albums dropped, and I can appreciate that Brown Sugar sounds nothing like Voodoo, and Voodoo sounds nothing like Black Messiah. I love that. Of course, it was like initially, it's a shock, like what is this? But then I appreciated it, and I think that's what another thing Christina says is, you gotta let the artists grow and grow with them. They can't, if you want what they had before, just listen to what they had before. So that was, I'm still not really 100% done with the processing of his passing, because as you think about it, he's ingrained in so many different things in music. And it's like, it changed after he came out. Like when he came out, it changed. And then you see artists who make music that's nothing like his, who cite him as a source.
Yeah.
And are really bothered by this, to see the whole music community just rocked like that. And then when I ain't heard a word from Questlove, and we probably not gonna hear from him at all. You know what I'm saying? Like he's gonna be on social media a lot about stuff because he has a lot to say. When he get quiet, I get worried. And then I heard from Raphael Sadiq, who never talks. So
I feel bad for him too. He lost 2 brothers.
Yeah, like in the same, like this has been a Generation X. We've been suffering this year, and it's like it's always the ones that really are about the culture and who just trying to do right and trying to be there, be in a space and don't bother nobody. And I'm still very, as you can probably hear in my voice, I'm still very, very hurt about D'Angelo passing, man. I really am. I didn't have the words at first, Yeah.
And we think about like tributes paying homage to, and it's like so many times we see people, the different places have messed up tributes, and it's like, okay, now y'all got to take your time with this one. And even his own like ceremonies, those are going to be touching to see those. And you're right. I was thinking the same thing as you said it. We haven't heard from Questlove, and it's okay. He has to have his time to grieve and to figure out what he's going to say, or not figure out, but we got to give him time. I know he was performing at One Music Fest last night with the Roots or whatever, but I was just thinking about how breaking in 1995. There wasn't. You had PM Dawn. Is it PM Dawn? Yeah, it had a little bit of a different sound than what we were used to for R&B. But I looked at the list of like albums that came out in 1995, and I'm like, nothing was like D'Angelo. He paved the way for Baduism completely. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
and the Roots. I don't think without Brown Sugar we wouldn't have the Roots. I mean, we might have the roots, but it'd be in a different form. Like, I don't think we would have the soulfulness that we get from the roots without, D'Angelo's Brown Sugar. And it's like, he paved the way in neo soul. Let me quote the neo soul part, because that neo soul thing is like a touchy.
Yeah, but it's okay. I mean, you know what you mean. It's okay.
Yeah, he basically paved the way for neo soul. So we don't get Eric Roberson, Dwele, Indy.Arie, Raheem Devon. We don't get these artists without D'Angelo. So, he paved a hell of a path.
When I go back and listen. I go back and listen to. I tried to do a little mini tribute on the Remedy. I just didn't want to overload it with 2 hours of D'Angelo. I'd do that another time because I wasn't really ready. But I was, revisiting things as everybody else did, and I hear, like it's. I think what I got from his music really was that he was kind of the representative of like what funk was and soul music. Like he gives me like Sam Cooke, that type of. And I'm not comparing him in any way. I'm just saying that type of genre is kind of like where he kind of comes from. And yeah, we added the neo soul tag, and I fuck with neo soul. Please understand. I also fuck with soul, and it's like he's like that real deep, dark, heavy, really deep soul. You know what I mean? And when you think about who he comes from, the lineage he comes from, and all of that, like that's kind of what I'm hearing now. And then when you compare it to what we hear now, which I do love now, but that's still kind of the tree that a lot of these artists come from, because he made it okay for them to sound like you can do this soul thing. You can go back and dig in the crates and do your research and find out what people were doing, find out about Sly Stone, find out about Mtume, find out about, you know what I'm saying, Sherelle and all those. Yeah, and just go back and get those scrolls from the masters and come back to your table and do your work. You know what I mean? And that's what he represents. And I remember early on, everybody was calling him, the new version of Prince. I could see why they were saying that. I didn't see it that way, but I'm glad to know that he idolized Prince in a different way, and he still found a way to make his own name and make his own lane, which is what it's all about, man. Like,
which D'Angelo album is a Prince remake?
I've heard him do covers. I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to think on this album.
Just off.
You're talking about in general, like what we would consider a Prince album.
What album do you feel out of the three that he did? Out of the three that he did, which of those albums do you feel most is a Prince tribute, remake,
homage? I would probably say Voodoo, either Voodoo or Black Messiah.
I was gonna say Brown Sugar. Purple Rain.
I see where you're going with that. I can see that. I think Voodoo was the first time I was like, y'all might have something. He might have went to Paisley Park for a little while. But yeah, I get you on. I see why you said that on Brown Sugar, especially like Christina said, when you think about what year he came out and what was around him. Right. And then he came out and it's like, oh, that's nothing like what we were hearing.
I like it, yeah. And you look at artists like Lucky Day and Leon Thomas. I say those two because they kind of like to not stay in the box of R&B. Leon Thomas just released an EP that is very different from the R&B of his first album. But you can hear the influence heavy. The guitar, I mean, you can hear the influence. So his music and his legacy definitely is going to live on, and I hope that it continues to live on with some of the artists that are coming out now and that are out for sure. I was also going to say that we were worried about the younger generation, so I think that the younger generation that listens to Joe K out of Soulection, they'll know, or they know, because he does a really good job of bringing in those soulful sounds that we love, and making his own little remixes to him or whatever, just playing the music itself. So he's one of the few. But
let me extend something to our younger generation. First of all, let me apologize if I rub my younger generation wrong, because I know for a fact there are a lot of 20, 18, 30, 20-year-olds who know full well not only who D'Angelo was, but why he's important to us. I know you guys know that. So I definitely didn't mean to include you in that, but there are some of your brothers and sisters that have no clue. But we know that you guys are out there and that you're feeding your brethren. So please continue to share the knowledge. I look at my kid as a cheat code, because everything I listen to, he's been listening to since he was a baby. And I texted him and told him the news, and he freaked out. Like, what? Like, yeah. So, I mean, I know it's people in that age group that know it. I just unfortunately ran across a couple who had no idea. And I was too emotional to actually sit down and break it down for them. And that's on me. But yeah, it's crazy. You know, the older we get, the more I remember why my aunties were on the living room floor carpet crying when Luther passed, or when Teddy got in his accident, or when Marvin Gaye got shot, how my mama was crying. And I get it. And before, as a kid, I didn't get it. I just like, what happened, you know? But now I understand why people react that way to people they've never met before, because even, you know, the music is there to touch you and it's part of your life. So that's gone. And that just for that energy to be just gone, like for D'Angelo's energy to just be gone is crazy.
Yeah. His energy's not gone though. His energy has been passed. Like that energy has been passed on to so many different artists, some that we may not know right now. And you know, I had my little rant on social media about that, about, you know, I forgot what I said, but I was just seeing so many, you know, here's a D'Angelo here, there's never going to be another D'Angelo, but there's going to be plenty of people who embody the energy and the soul of what he does and or what he did. So, you know, I think like he gave us enough goodness that it will be passed on for a lifetime, and we'll be fine. And, you know, okay, we mentioned about like getting over deaths and stuff like that. I'm still not over Chadwick. You know, that's something that bothers me. And I think the biggest thing with that is that his acting and what he did and the things he did away from acting and just how he carried himself, we won't see that again. And that's something that we probably won't see get past, because, you know, acting is a little bit different, but music is something that you can take and you can interpret it in different ways, and it can be passed on in different ways and different things like that. So I think D'Angelo will never die with us. Like, he'll always be with us in spirit and, you know, in soul. And so I think we will be okay. And eventually, it's gonna take some time, but we definitely gonna be okay, because there's definitely gonna be some kids, some 16-year-old, 17-year-old that's gonna come out and, you know, re-embody, you know, what D'Angelo did. So, yeah, you know, I have faith in the youth. I have faith in the youth.
I do too. And I think, like you said, so I mean, that was so important what you explained, that energy has been dispersed. That's a fact.
Yeah,
that's a whole fact. It's just, man, whew.
One thing I wanted to say, when it happened, I didn't believe it at first. Because fuck AI. AI be playing with us too much. And I thought it was some AI shit. And I was like, nah. So I had to do my research. So that was just this right here is my little AI rant. Well, fuck AI. And that's my rant.
Well,
I got a rant also. Christina actually made me think about it. I was trying to avoid sharing it with you guys, but after we hear the tributes. Okay. While I do love the fact that people are going to make time to honor him in their own way, there are only certain people that can do it right. Every city that I've seen, and I can only speak for Houston, there have been like 17 tributes to D'Angelo by sound selectors that I know y'all wasn't jacking D'Angelo. Y'all wasn't jacking it like that. Y'all wasn't never representing it like that. Y'all wasn't never on it like that. So I already could tell you what your playlist is going to be. Because I know how you get down. I'm not including myself in this, but there are a number of people that I know if they doing it, they're gonna go in and they're gonna cook. And that's what I'm trying to see. And those are the type of tributes, even when it gets to the larger scale tributes, certain people got to be part of that. Certain people need to go chill and just enjoy it. Everybody don't need to jump on and jump in, because y'all wasn't really with it like that. You know what I'm saying? I hate to be weird about it, but it's just, I don't want to see certain people doing a D'Angelo tribute. I don't. Y'all don't embody that, and it doesn't honor him. You ought to keep trying. Like, I don't know. It just ran me a little weird. You know, even from, like I said, from the DJ perspective. Also, I know what you spend on a regular. I don't know what you listen to on your personal, but I know what you spend on the regular. I know the crowd you attract on the regular. I know exactly what you're gonna play if somebody asks for D'Angelo. I could tell you. But if I ask you, if certain people I know gonna go into them deep cuts, that's what I want to hear. That's what I think. You know what I'm saying? Or even the more popular ones, it's certain ways you place it. You know what I mean? Like, Mr. Al Pete knows. There's certain time, Soops, Christina, like, it's certain ways you play it. It's certain times you don't start the D'Angelo tribute with Lady. Come on, like, that's juvenile as hell.
But I'm not a DJ, so I would not know. Okay.
Now we bringing you in. We bringing you in by committee.
There is a special touch that you have to have that I just don't have, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay.
It's okay for you to say it, but it's not okay for me to say it.
You don't ever see me in public. Okay, let me just say this really quick. Friday night, you know how they have the little touch tunes that you can download the app.
Yep.
And play music.
So you're a DJ.
No. I was out on Friday night, and I was like, "Oh shit, I got the app!" So I was just playing, and then the crowd was mostly like my age and older or whatever. So I was playing,
talk your shit.
Yeah. So a friend of mine that I was with was like, "Oh, you got that's you playing?" I was like, "I sure am." So, but it's nowhere near like the DJ because I cannot spin. I don't know. No. I just like to.
Again.
It's not the same as DJ.
This sounds just like me. Hey, twin. It sounds just like me.
So hey, yo,
what do you use to make your mixes?
I mean, I use Serato, but I use it because it makes it the transitions easy to press play.
Exactly, transition.
And I can have my songs lined up.
Okay. What do you use, Goodbye?
I go between Serato and Virtual DJ.
Okay, so there you go. I don't use either of those two. I'm still bootleg with Audacity. I don't do any of this.
That's even harder. That's
it
harder.
Really is.
I'm not trying to blend the songs. I don't do all that.
I'm not blending either. See. All right, when this come out, the people gonna say,
no,
hey,
not.
DJ Christina curates.
just get the little logo ready with the DJ like a needle.
Able to like blend and know what song to play. I don't have that magic. I'm sorry.
I don't either. Yeah, I don't either.
I'm gonna need both of y'all to give yourselves more grace than you're giving each other.
I'm giving
for real.
Grace, and I know where my place. You heard it. You saw that little spin there.
Oh, and she go hip hop on us. Yo, speaking of DJs, I want to give a shout out to all the DJs that were in my inbox when the Saturday after D'Angelo passed and hit me up with like, "Hey, yo, what is that you play? I ain't never heard that before." I played the James Samuel song from Book of Clarence. I want you so. I threw that on there. My inbox went crazy. Hey, yo, what's that? Hey, where you get that from? Hey, yo, that's some exclusive. I'm like, see, that's how I know y'all don't fuck with D'Angelo like that for real.
Hey, if you ain't heard that before.
I want to play the one that he did on Red Dead. He did a song on Red Dead.
I can't find it, bro. I was looking. I cannot freaking find it.
It's on YouTube.
I was on it. As soon as I find it, I'm on it.
On YouTube.
No, I couldn't find it on YouTube. I can't find it nowhere.
I can't find it.
I'm gonna have to read. Maybe they got it under something else, but I couldn't find it. But no,
I will say,
I'll say. Oh, my bad. Go ahead, Mr.
No, go ahead. You got it, bro.
Real quick about D'Angelo. As I went to the Little Brother concert, we were traveling through Virginia. We got to travel through Richmond, Virginia. My mom stays like an hour and a half away from Richmond, Virginia. So we're going through Richmond. And that's where he's from. He's from Richmond. And so going through Virginia and listening to D'Angelo, I was hearing sounds I've never heard before. And I was like, this is... I thought I was the only one that did it, but apparently it's so many other people that do it. When you get into the city of the person that you listening to, like that you enjoy, and you listen to the music in the city, you'll hear different things that you don't hear at home. Like when I go to Detroit, I listen to Dilla, and I'll hear something new every time. I went to DC, I listened to the other guys, and I heard like children playing, and I never heard that before. And you can hear like children playing in their music. And I'm like, man, this is like, I never heard that. And so it's like you're hearing, because it's like you're seeing little bits and pieces, different artworks on murals and stuff on the walls that may have inspired a song from them, or, you know, and then just the way the trees are, like going through Virginia in the fall, just seeing, you know, the fall colors and stuff, and then hearing D'Angelo's music, it was like, he was inspired by Virginia. Like, I'm like, man, it was a like, I don't know, it's one of them moments that I can't even explain. It was just one of them, it was a weird feeling, because like, again, I was hearing so much different, like, it was crazy. And then
that's real
on the
talk.
Black Messiah, I finally heard the words as I was driving through Virginia. I finally understood the words.
You just got to be in the VA, that's all. You just got to be.
That's it.
And look the lyrics, you know.
Yeah.
That's it. So let's talk about some songs. I know it's hard to do your top three.
Oh, no, it's not hard for me.
Okay, so top three D'Angelo songs.
Go first.
Oh, me go first. You sure? Go ahead, Gabar. You got it. We always let me go first. I appreciate that, but you go first. Let's see.
Okay, because the only reason I'm going to agree to going first is because, Christina, you take every time you do the list first, every song you say is on mine, every one, and I think it's time for it to be a flip. So I'm going to go in reverse. Top three D'Angelo songs, in my personal opinion. I'm going to start. My number 3 is "Devil's Pie." From the Belly soundtrack and from Voodoo, produced by DJ Premier. My second favorite D'Angelo song is "Send It On." I think that is probably, somebody on social media described that song as he was writing a song for God to apologize for something he did before. Because that's why it sounds so, I don't even know the word for it. It's like ethereal or spiritual. It sounds like a gospel song and a blues song and a funk song all in one. It's just, I love that song to death. And I told you guys before, in personal conversations on the IG Live we did on the Soul Curators podcast IG page when we went live real quick. The Root is my favorite D'Angelo song of all time. The day we got the news he passed, I listened to that song, I know, about 5 hours straight on repeat. I love The Root. That is, if I met somebody, an alien from outer space came in and said, "Tell me about D'Angelo," I'm just gonna play The Root. That's just my song.
So, I'm gonna go with "Really Love," "Another Life." Those two, when the album first came out, they was on repeat, and to this day, every time I hear "Another Life," I'm like, oh my gosh, it kind of gets a little emotional when I hear it. "Be Here" is the third one, Raphael Sadiq. And that's it. I got one more in the box, but those are my top three.
Those are fire, sis. Those are fire.
So I got "The Line." I got "All Right."
Ooh, yes.
and I got SDM. I know what that's like.
Oh yes.
You know what that one is, right?
Oh yes.
SDM.
Why are you?
Oh, okay. You say those curse words on here.
And I got another life.
Mm-hmm.
But you took that, so you know. But that another life is the one that I thought he was saying condom free on. I just want to be condom free, and I was like, oh. But he's saying I just want to be the kind of friend. And I was like, oh.
You can always listen to the words or look at the words.
Yeah. You know, I try to listen and see if I can hear the words before I look at the lyrics. But you know, I finally heard it, and I was just like, oh, that's what he's saying.
I can't believe I did not say this song, but I know somebody is screaming at us right now, and it just hit me. The other song the song I didn't include. This would probably be my bonus song. It had to be Africa.
Yes, I was gonna pick that too. Yeah, and you know, another song that I don't think it gets a lot of love is "I Found My Smile Again."
Yes, bro.
The original,
Come on,
original one. Do y'all remember that on the Space Jam?
Yes.
Like the original, because the one that they playing now is like a radio edit, and it's different. But the original version, I Found My Smile. I used to play that over and over and over and over and over. Like,
yes,
I played that. I can't even count how many times I played that. But that got played a million times.
I also think about like remakes and interpolations or whatever you want to call them.
So many.
I know Cruising is another one that I had on my list that he did. Really good.
Did you like his better?
Okay, come on. You about to say what I was about to say? Come on, Soops.
I was about to say that's one of them ones.
That was the one. Like that was a really. It's a handful of remakes that are better than the original, and Cruising is one.
That's one of them.
Cruising is one.
That's definitely the first one I think of. Yeah, that was.
Have we ever heard from Smokey on how he felt about that song?
Yes. I heard an interview not too long after the song had came out. He did an interview, and I had to find it. I listened to it. You know, all the interviews have been resurfacing since he passed.
Right.
So Smokey had an interview, and he said he absolutely loved his cover. He gave it all his blessing. He loved that he took the song and made it his own. And ultimately, he's like, well, look, I wrote the words. How can I not be? I don't want him to have a bad performance singing my words. I want him to do a great job, and he did an amazing job. He loves that. So I love his cover. So, and then he was telling a story about how I want to say maybe it was BET or somebody. They had D'Angelo on the show, or it was a nighttime TV show or something, Jimmy Kimmel or something. Not Jimmy Kimmel, but it was someone. And they had D'Angelo performing, and he performed Cruising. He gets to the second verse, and Smokey walked. He didn't know Smokey was there. Smokey walked out and started singing it with them to surprise him, and they sung it together. And he said,
we gotta find that.
I gotta find it. So he said that was a very special moment for him. Plus, he does. So he did give his blessing on it.
That's dope. Your Precious Love was a really good rendition.
Him and EB, him to find a love like yours. It was the High School High, I think it was. It was the High School High soundtrack, I think, because I had that on tape.
And that made me go down a rabbit hole, and I'm going to probably dig deeper. Bob Power is the producer of that. He kind of said a lot of, that's the part of the music that I really want to, when I get the time, when I retire, I guess, really want to dig into just the producers and just what they've done. And I'm looking at his credits, and his credits pretty long with,
there's another cover that D'Angelo did that I just can't get enough of. I don't even think he released it officially. His cover of Earth, Wind & Fire, Can't Hide Love.
Yes.
It's a live version.
Yes.
And it is so fire. It is so fire.
Yes.
It's making me miss that I didn't see him live.
Yeah, bro.
It's so much. It's probably so much music he did live that we will never hear.
That's why, that's like I was saying, whoever recorded that show him and Questlove did in Brooklyn in 2013, I love them. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one too.
Yeah,
that Live with Jazz Cafe.
Because that one was good. The live
and
album.
then there's a live on YouTube. There's a couple of live performances. One, he's in Germany with the Vanguard. They got a whole show recorded. I didn't know Joy was one of his background singers for a while.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah. And then I think Stokely was his guitarist, was one of the guitarists for a minute with him. Like, it's just Chris Daddy Dave was his drummer.
And you know, Joy was in one of those videos. She was, because what her daughter
Lady video.
Pregnant with the remix.
Yeah, that was the Lady remix.
She posted. She
was the one that was pregnant, right?
Yeah.
I guess the daughter that she was pregnant with posted that, and was.
And who else was in it? Who else was in it?
In the video?
Look at my face. Look at my face. You know who was in the video with him.
Faith.
Oh, this is disrespect. Come on now.
I knew. I was waiting.
I was like, okay, what
Faith and China. Faith and Young China was in the Lady video.
Oh,
the Lady
There's a
remix
whole lot
video.
of people in that video.
Yep, he had Erica in it too.
Oh, yeah, Erica, AZ.
AZ was rapping.
Who else?
Somebody else was in it too. Somebody made a real quick cameo. I gotta go back and run that video back. Because honestly, I didn't like that remix, but I liked the video. Because, you know.
You like the remix?
The Primo remix for that song didn't do it for me. And AZ's verse to me was a little too hard. Like, I don't know. It just didn't do it for me. That wasn't one I got with. I preferred the original. But.
You know, one song that I didn't enjoy when it came out because of the video was Untitled.
I couldn't watch that video for obvious reasons, but I get why women
I didn't like it at first. I was just like, man, and then when I listened to it without the visual, I was like, oh, this is an amazing song.
That song is fire. That song is so fire. And
sadly said that was one of the reasons, you know, he didn't, that the way that made him turn into a sex appeal.
He didn't want that.
He didn't want that shit at all. And I feel bad because it's like, ooh, you should have never did that.
Did we ever get to the bottom of why that video came out? Like, I mean, why? Like, what was the artistic vision of that video? Like, was he getting head when he was doing it? Like,
the same reason Eric was walking across the stage. I mean, the wherever she was, butt ass naked, going through the thing. I mean,
that video was fire.
Right, exactly. So I mean. You like
window
like
seat
on some real nigga shit though. If I was D'Angelo, I'd have done that same video. If I was him and I looked like that at that time, yo, turn the light on, let's go. Oil chick, holla at me. I'd have done the same thing. I'm not even hating.
to be the person oiling him down. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm not. I couldn't even hate.
So look, so for everybody that's watching, do you see how we are celebrating D'Angelo with laughter? Sadness started, laughter, and just stories about this D'Angelo. Like this is what you're going to get, and this is the best way to grieve. Like you grieve with laughter and with just stories of this. You know, this is D'Angelo. We having fun, and he's looking down on us like, hey, I appreciate y'all. He laughing too. So you know what I'm saying? Like I don't want people looking at this later and be like, they were so disrespectful. No, he wasn't. Like,
nah. And also, unfortunately, it does give you a moment to maybe learn something that you didn't know about the person, and maybe listen to it that you only listen to once. Maybe you can go back and revisit it, and maybe listen to some features that he may have done, or videos. It's just that's a part of the grieving process, and just remembering a person, the positive things. We can always look at what some negative stuff a person did, but I don't think that's necessary. You know.
But he was so quiet. You don't even know what negative stuff he did. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I want my artists. I don't want to know. Just let me learn about your music. I don't care what you do in your personal life. Just let me know. Yeah, I just want the music. Like just give me that.
Like You sound like one of R. Kelly supporters. Okay, but I'm sorry.
No.
And we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that.
No.
I will say this though. Like, as a diehard D'Angelo fan, I am, like Christina said, I'm still learning things about him. And what I'm learning so far is that there's an entire music community that surrounded D'Angelo from the time he was like 13 until the day he passed. And there's so many names that are connected to him. Like, I found out that Jesse Johnson from the time was very instrumental in his career and gave him his first 2 guitars when he met him, because he met him the same time that he met Raphael Sadiq. Wow. And he was very instrumental in his early part. M2 helped produce certain stuff on a couple of his albums and gave him a lot of guidance when he was, he said himself that he couldn't get a verse together for a couple of songs. M2 stepped in. I mean, these are names. Like, these are people that have been on stages with the GOATs and have supported the GOATs and surrounded, like I mentioned earlier, Stokely from Mint Condition, one of the most humble people in the music. He got on the guitar when he could run a band himself, but he got on the guitar for D'Angelo. You got Joy, who's, an amazing artist in her own right. She did background singing vocals. Chris Daddy Dave was his drummer for, I mean, all of these, and there's other countless names that we can't. He wanted to work with Roy Hargrove so bad, and I don't know if it happened. I think it happened at the latter part of Roy Hargrove's life. May he rest in peace as well. But when you think about, like we talked about the conversation about Robert Glasper, and Robert Glasper always makes a good point of highlighting the musicians he works with. He names names that people don't say. D'Angelo was also like that. He would always talk about, I spoke to Sly Stone, and Sly Stone's still doing music, and I went and sat with Prince, and I went and sat with, he's not just talking about him, he's actually sitting with these people and absorbing their energy and feeling them, you know what I'm saying? And showing them love. And even the lesser known musicians who are instrumental, that music community as a whole, they talk different, they move different, they give each other stuff that we wouldn't even think they do. Like, it's amazing. So I know that community is really, struggling right now. So I want to lift them up as well and thank them for their contribution as well.
D'Angelo was on the RH Factor album with Roy Hargrove. It's a song called I'll Stay.
Yeah. Oh, I'll Stay is, have you heard I'll Stay, Soops?
No.
Oh, that is a funk slow jam. That is, oh my God. Bro, you're going to love it.
I might have heard it and I just didn't realize.
You probably heard it. You're going to love it.
I'll listen to it.
Y'all,
There's so much music I haven't, really, here's the funny part too. It's so much music that I think I haven't heard until I hear it.
And you be like, yeah, I heard it.
It's so much music that we hear and you think you've never heard it before, and then you heard it, but
yeah. Rest in peace to Michael D'Angelo Archer.
Rest
Thank you for all that you have done.
Shit, I forgot what I was about to say. It's that old age kicking in.
It's coming. It's coming.
He trying to be fun.
We were talking about shows and how important it is, with artists that have kind of been established, and it's really great to see them still out on the road and doing things like that. So we got a new show that's coming that I want to talk to you guys about. That I'm going regardless, but I do have thoughts. New Edition is on the road again. They wrapped up their residency in Vegas. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to go see that, which I would have loved to. But I did go see their last concert tour run. They're going on tour again. This time they're bringing Boyz II Men and Toni Braxton. That's going to be pretty cool. They did a little short video, like they were filming a podcast where they introduced it, and everybody was on it, so it was really cool. And I'm a any for lifer, so when anything they with, I'm with. But so I want to open it up to you guys. Yeah, I'm gonna pay the $5 for that. I'm gonna pay $5 for that.
All right, so before you said you wasn't gonna pay the $5, so now you gonna pay the $5?
It's New Edition, bro. I just they my heroes, man. They are my heroes. Like it's New Edition and it's Run DMC, and those are my heroes. And I'm always
Tony don't count.
Well, I'm gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. I want to hear you guys' thoughts on this particular tour, the lineup, And they did say that they're going to try to do something different where everybody's going to be on stage at the same time. They're not going to have sets where people go off and do. They're all going to be performing together, which I think is interesting.
I'm for it. I saw Mike. Is that the Mike? Is the one with the deep voice from Boyz II Men?
Boyz II Men, yeah.
Yeah, he was the one, I guess, that answered the call first, whatever, when they did the little thing.
No, you talking about Nate. That's Nate. Mike's not with
Nate
anymore. Yeah.
I mean, Mike might come back though, because he was just on stage with them.
Yeah. Well, I'm for it. You know, of course, New Edition is one of my favorites, and Boyz II Men. I've probably seen them live, and I've never seen Tony live before, so I'm for it. She's got hits. Whatever they do, take my money.
My credit card, banging my credit card on the table.
Go on and do it.
I think it's gonna be cool. I might go. It's coming here, so I might go. I'm nervous though, because I've never seen none of them live.
Why?
Cause like if I'm gonna pay the $5, I don't want to be disappointed. Hey,
well, you got to go in with knowing that these men are all over 50. Number one,
yeah,
they still
so the price should reflect that.
Nah, look, New Edition at 50 plus is better than a lot of young dudes right now.
Exactly.
You're gonna get every bit of your money's worth with New Edition. I can tell you that for sure.
Yeah.
What about Tony though? Because like
I've never seen Tony live. I know she got hits, so she's not gonna be boring at all. But here's my thought about that though. And this is just me, and I need to get out of my 90s frame of mind. But I feel like if you got New Edition and you got Boyz II Men, I think the perfect complement to have lady energy would be SWV. Why not have SWV on it?
I was just about to say Faith.
You know what? I can be objective. Faith would not work for that set. She could.
She's not a stadium. She can't. I don't think she can do stadium.
Well, I've seen her do a stadium. She can do a stadium. But she got the hits to do it. But I've seen her do it.
SWV probably too expensive to put down.
But I think SWV would have been a better set for that go out, because SWV is like, come on.
But that would have probably made the price go up higher.
I'm taking the money. I'm taking the money to go see Lily. I'm gonna take it. Take my money. Take my money.
I mean, I saw SWV with Escape and some other people in Atlanta, and I was impressed. I loved it. So
yeah. Plus SWV got bangers.
Mm-hmm.
You think they got more bangers than Boyz II Men?
I'm not gonna compare the two, but I know that Boyz II Men ain't gonna. It's gonna be a fight on who gonna, like, if you had a show and who's gonna close. Boyz II Men gonna close, but they're gonna have a hard time going after SWV.
But now that they're all gonna be on stage, they're all closing now, right?
Yeah. I mean, that analogy don't apply to this show, but I think I'm not gonna say Boyz II Men got bigger nationwide hits, but they don't got the bangers like SWV got. Like,
and I don't know if the entire show is going to be them. Were they on stage together? Is it just the entire show, or is it?
I thought they said the entire show.
They said the whole. They're not going to do no sets. It's everybody on stage together, and that's why I'm like, with that breakdown, I'm like, well, then SWV would have been perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but I'm not complaining. I have no hate for Toni Braxton. I'm not like a Toni Braxton fan like that, but I do know she got hits that I would enjoy. So
right.
Yeah.
What newer groups do you think can do the same thing?
Do we have any more groups now?
112 and Drew Hill, could they all be up on stage like that?
They've done that before. As a matter of fact, Jagged Edge and 112 do it all the time, like to the point where they emulate. I don't know if people, I'm dating myself. I've seen videos when I was little, like the Four Tops and like the Dells would be on stage together, or the Temptations, and they'll switch songs, like they'll sing each other's songs. Jagged Edge and 112 do that a lot, like even to this day. I've never seen it personally, but I know I've seen videos of them doing tours where they all on stage together. So I think they could do it. Drew Hill don't need nobody else because they got a whole choir. So, but I think they could do it because they're all good singers. They can fit in with anybody, I think.
Yeah.
That's what I miss. I miss groups, man. We need more like real strong groups. And I know we got groups out. Yeah. And I know there's a girl group.
What R&B groups are out?
There's a girl group, and I forgot the name.
There's hip-hop groups, but...
Oh, was it Flow R&B? Or
Flow. Was it Flow? I think it was Flow.
Oh.
I think aren't they from overseas?
UK.
They're from the UK. It's a trio called Flow. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I miss groups, man. I do miss groups. I miss groups. But yeah, that was thank you guys for helping me. I don't know about y'all, but this helped me kind of process this whole D'Angelo thing. I'm still going to be continuing to process it, but like I said, I just need to talk to people who are like-minded, who love music and understand what it is when it is what it is. You know what I mean? So I hope that this helped you, the listener, if you're still processing the loss, and just know that you are not alone, and we are still here to support. And like Soops said, like, we're just going to laugh and smile and enjoy what we got and just keep rocking with them. You know what I'm saying? So,
and we're not going to explain every Martin reference either, because we did last time. We're not going to explain it every time. Because I know people going to be like, paying the $5? What are you talking about? What's paying the $5?
I ain't paying the $5.
We're not going to explain every reference every time.
y'all gotta come on. We gave y'all the Cliff Notes last time. Y'all gotta come on.
y'all gotta pay attention this time.
Yo. So before we get out of here, a couple of things we got to cover. Do you guys want to share? Do you have any singles or any songs that you rocking with that either may have come out recently that you kind of rocking with that you want to share with anyone? Or if you don't, that's cool. I have a couple that I wanted to kind of share with the folks and introduce. Christina, do you have any?
There's a new track with Tiana, Major 9, and Yebba called Always.
Mm-hmm.
Check out Leon Thomas's EP. It's the sound it gave, like I said, it kind of gave me the Lucky Day sound, where he's not so much R&B but more so kind of rock feel to it. Yeah. I
got there's an artist from H-Town. Her name is Shaylin B. I've played a few of her joints before. She has a song called Let Me Know, featuring Ye Ali and Zay France that I like. It's really cool. I would definitely make sure you guys run that up. And then this one came out a while ago, but I still rock with it, and I think people are not talking about it enough. Destin Conrad, his song called Kissing in Public. I just that song is that's on fire to me. So I just want people to
Is that off of the jazz type of album he did, or no?
I think it is. Or it might be a Lucy. But yeah, it came out earlier in 25, and I've been rocking with it, and I don't think I've ever mentioned it, so I definitely want to give it some love and some light. So shout out to those artists.
It wasn't on there. But speaking of Destin, the album that he did is called Whimsy. Whimsy, I guess.
Whimsy. Mm-hmm.
It's nice. It's a nice little jazz R&B-ish type.
What about you, Soops?
I got a couple of singles. I got Red Hands. It's a gospel group. The song is called Walking. I've been playing that. That's been on repeat. Big KRIT, Gotta Do It. It's a new one. That's on repeat. Eric Roberson, Harmonize. That's on repeat.
Shout out to Arrow.
And it's this new song, this dude Kimba X and Ab Soul. That's been on repeat. And Ruben Vincent's whole album is on repeat. Like that's the we was just talking about like recipes being passed down. Ruben Vincent he's got the D'Angelo tree, all of the hip hop, the whole Brown Sugar movie is damn near this album, and it's like, okay, this is a perfect album, and he really did his thing with this album, and I'm really appreciative of it. Shout out to Ninth for producing such a wonderful piece of work. So that's a dope project. Like I hope y'all go ahead and listen to it.
Absolutely.
I think the way he soft launched his little relationship was very cute too.
He got See, I don't even be paying attention like that. I didn't even know. I'm still thinking it's part of the album rollout. I was like, okay, this is part of the album rollout. All right.
That's what's up. Well, guys, thank y'all for sharing your singles. And hope everybody who's listening get a chance to run those up. Check them out if you like, and let us know what you think. And if you have anything that you're running with, talk to us. We talk back. Hit us up on the Soul Curators Instagram. Just ping us, hit us up. Let us know if you got anything you want us to listen to, you want us to check out, and we'll definitely, check it out and see what we think. And of course, get your feedback on what you like that we suggest. You know what I'm saying? Because we got some extensive and some distinct taste here on this here platform. You know what I'm saying? Even down to the wares. You know what I'm saying? Soup's Kitchen, yes sir.
Speaking of wares.
Look, I know we about to leave, but that Verzuz, did y'all watch it?
Yes.
I caught it when I turned it on. Snoop was on stage. I was in the middle of doing something. I forgot about it, and then when I turned it on, Snoop was on stage. Yeah,
I missed it, but I think I called it right. I think No Limit won it, right?
Yeah, they definitely won.
Okay, so I called it. It right. I said No Limit was gonna win.
Yeah.
That's all right. That's all I wanted to know.
I don't know if everybody. I don't think you're the only one that did. I think Bill Barr was saying that.
Oh yeah, I was with the tank.
Oh yeah. I think we all called No Limit, but I know I called it.
I said Cash Money, but because the way they started out with 400 Degrees but it was short. I felt like it was short. No,
it was.
So apparently it was in Vegas. I don't know why it was in Vegas, but it was also with the clips, like the complex whatever that thing was. It's on the same. It was on the same arena as they were doing that, so they cut them short so they can get the clips on. The clips came on right after the Verzuz. So that was.
I think that was like a soft launch.
Yeah, Mia
Verzuz
X
could have been really good.
Shout out to Mia X.
Yeah, she looks so good. She looks so good, and she rapped her ass off.
She rapped her ass off. She was the MVP of that shit for real.
She really is, man.
If it wasn't for Juvie, I don't know what Cash Money would have been able to.
Did they play back that ass up?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Some people saying they didn't.
No, they did.
Go back and look at it. And here's my thing: we can be done. I can be done with it. I just want them to go back to just playing the records and not singing the shit. Because just don't sing and rap it. Just play the records like we did back in the day. Go record for record.
Just don't rap over your vocals. If you gonna rap, if you gonna perform the songs. Don't perform with your vocals. That is a pet peeve. Yeah. Stop doing that.
And Silk the Shocker was so bad.
He couldn't even rap on his own lick.
In his own, he was offbeat, but he was trying to rap to the offbeat, and he was offbeat. Yeah.
How you offbeat on the lyrics is playing? You couldn't even match the lyrics.
I think Soops, you hit it on the head. Rapping on your vocals makes those performances trash. That's why the Locks performance was so outstanding. No vocals. They just went straight to it. Was perfect. It was absolutely perfect. So that's but I will say this: I'm never not gonna love seeing Juvie. Juvie is fucking amazing. He is a GOAT. I love Juvie to death. I love him down. He's dope on stage. He is so dope on stage.
Yeah.
And so Mia X.
You gonna get his new album?
I didn't go that far. If it's fire, I'll get it. If it's fire, I'll get it. If it's fire, I haven't bought a Juvie album since 400, but if it's fire, I'll check it out. But on stage, I'm never gonna be disappointed. And Mia X was incredible. I just love her down.
Yes. Chopper Style. Did we talk about Chopper Style? That shit was even BG was like,
yeah, we can't do nothing with that.
Was that
shout out to No Limit? No, that's a Cash Money joint.
But he just looked like.
No, I'm sorry. That's a No Limit joint. Pardon me. That's a No Limit joint.
Oh.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good time travel, a little time capsule. But yeah.
I missed it.
I don't know why I'm doing this, y'all, because I've been on their heads but I threw on a Soul Bounce t-shirt today. Thank God for R&B. Soul Bounce. Like, look, we're not gonna keep shouting y'all out. Y'all talk to me nice, sis. Talk to me nice.
It's so funny because I'm like, we always.
Hey, people, this is not planned. This isn't the only thing that is planned in this whole production is what we gonna talk about, not what we gonna wear. It's always a surprise. This was not planned.
I was like, oh, that looks like a shirt I'm gonna put on. Boop. And I just said, let me just put it on. And when I saw yours, I was like, dang, I wonder if yours was the hip hop one or the music one, but yep.
Same one. Yeah, Soul Bounce. Look, man, I don't know what to tell you. Like, it's right here, man. Like,
we're just gonna bring our own shit out.
I mean, we can still bring our own shit out, but Soul Bounce gotta fuck with us at some point.
I mean, what we talking about? Like, what are we talking about here? Like,
Soul Bounce gotta come through. At least come through. Give us an interview. Talk about your merch, something. You know, talk about how you went from just a little old internet thing to becoming a world-renowned shirt company. I don't know. Whatever. You know.
Y'all gotta holler at us, man. I can't say it enough. That is so hilarious.
Yes, that's crazy.
Soops, I can't say enough. I have to agree. That hoodie, bro. When we bought that, when we copped those in North Carolina, yeah. I wore that on the plane home, and boy, I was so comfortable. So I know you comfortable right now. I know you comfortable.
Very comfortable. Very, very comfortable. It's my limited edition LB hoodie. And they didn't even have these. They didn't have this at the concert. So
did they have the fits? The fitteds?
They didn't have no more fits. They only had 3 shirts. They had the black, the blue, the black LB, the blue LB, and then they had the yellow, like an air freshener shirt. I think that was specially made for this tour. But that's it. And then they had like some air fresheners. They had some masks. I think when we came in, they had like 1 fitted left, and then Fonte threw his fit out in the crowd, nowhere near us, but because I would have fought for it, I would have got it. But yeah, no, nobody, like, there was no more fitteds, but it was cool though. Like this is one of my favorite hoodies. I usually wear this to work sometimes, just to represent. So
that's what's up. That's what's up. And that's what we do. We represent here on the Soul Curators podcast. I want to thank everybody for tuning in and checking in with us, enjoying with us and vibing with us. Please make sure you are staying connected with us on all ways, platforms, social media, and all of that. And if you don't know where you can find us, this is the segment where we do that. So I'm going to turn it over to Christina Curie so she can tell y'all where y'all need to stay connected with her.
I would also like to say to make sure that you subscribe to the Soul podcast. Send us. You can't hear me?
A little louder.
Okay, sorry. So what is that noise?
We got a new alarm. So I'm sorry. I gotta work out the kinks. My bad, y'all.
So make sure you subscribe to the Soul Curators podcast. Leave us a comment. Leave us a like. Share with your friends and family. But you can catch me on the MPN radio on Fridays, Soul City Radio on Saturdays, and the Sound of Duval on Sundays with the Christina Curate Show. And I'm coming back with something. Just give me a moment. I'm coming back. But I got like 100 plus, mixes that you can listen to. In the
Talk your shit, sis. Talk your shit. Mr. Soup's Kitchen, it's on you.
So you can find me on all of your social media platforms, Soup's Kitchen everywhere. You can get me on the music platforms, Tidal, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud, and I'm working on a new show for myself called Chop It Up with Soops, and that should be coming soon on the NPN network. Shout out to Mr. Al Pete. Thank you, sir. Yeah, that's, you can get me wherever. Just shoot me a DM. I may respond, I may not, but you know.
That's what's up.
I don't want to be like, I'm gonna respond to everything. You send me some crazy shit. Like, I'm not gonna respond to that. So, yeah.
That's what's up. I'm your man, Mr. Goodbar, here in H-Town, representing The Remedy every Saturday, 6 to 8 p.m. on KPFT 90.1 FM. Every Saturday you can catch me there. Coming up on November the 8th, we have Paid in Full. If you're in the city of Houston, pull up on us. Last Paid in Full of 2025, DJ Bird, DJ Nimbus, and myself. We're going to be at Faces Ultra Lounge on Alameda. So pull up on us, have a good time, get some hip hop in your system before you get ready for the holidays and all of that other good stuff. And of course, everything related to myself is on MrGoodbar.com, but I'm on all the streaming platforms: Spotify, Mixcloud, SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, wherever you listen to music, The Remedy is there. And of course, the Soul Curators podcast is on the MPN network. Of course, make sure you are staying connected to the MPN network as well. And I have made a decision that conversations with Mr. Goodbar will resume after the holidays. We took a hiatus because I had some things I had to deal with, but I think we're going to revamp, get some conversations on. I got some in the tuck. Mr. Al Pete and Soops Kitchen and I are going to get together and have some man talk that everybody's welcome to participate in and check out. But we got some other things lined up, so we'll revisit that after the holiday season. But we want to thank you guys. Make sure you stay connected to all of us collectively and individually. Shout out to Mr. Al Pete, of course, and the
Shout
MPN
out to
network.
the greatest producer.
Talk to him.
Shout out to the greatest producer, MPN network.
Talk to him. Talk to the professor. Let him know.
Facts.
Yo, this has been the Soul Curators podcast, guys. Thank y'all for tuning in. Stay connected. Stay peace and stay safe. Take care of yourselves. We'll check in with y'all later. Peace and love. Thank you for tuning in to the Soul Curators podcast, powered by the MPN network. You can check us out on all streaming platforms where podcasts are available.